Whether you're brand new to Instagram or a seasoned pro, you want to make sure you're staying up to date on the algorithm and what's working right now in the Instagram platform to make sure you can level up your content. Remember, the algorithm is what chooses what content is going to be shown to what people and how much organic reach you're actually going to get. So in our deep dive series, we're breaking down each and every section inside of Instagram to give you an exact look at what you can be doing to level up on that part of Instagram to make the algorithm happy based on what people are choosing to interact with right now. Make sure you check out our full video on the 10 areas that I'm going to be focused on for me and my journey on Instagram, as well as my students' journeys on Instagram in 2021, to make sure you know exactly what we're looking at, and then check out the deep dive series so that we can go far in depth on what's going to make the algorithm happy. Now, keep in mind, the algorithm is what chooses to kick out your content. If they send it to a couple of people and people interact, they're going to send it to more people. But if those initial group of people do not interact, they're going to stop showing your content. So we really want to focus on creating good content, and check out part 1 of the deep dive for a full explanation on how the algorithm works and what you need to know. But in this episode, we're going to be talking all about Instagram guides and repurposing your content here on Instagram. So let's take a look. Instagram guides are a brand new feature inside of Instagram, and oh dang, are these amazing. Now, it sounds a little complicated at first. I've actually done several podcasts and live streams with different people who were a little bit concerned about guides because they didn't know what they were, and as soon as we explained it and broke it down, they loved it. It has become one of their favorite parts of the platform. So let's talk about guides. I've got actual tutorials for you down below. Make sure you check those out. I'm going to show you exactly how to do them. But guides is a way to curate your already existing content. You are not creating new content for this. This is based on the main feed posts, your reels, your IGTVs, the things that are living for more than 24 hours on your platform you can put into a guide. It is a running, scrolling list of things that you are putting into almost a playlist, but it's more of a visual playlist. It's not just for videos, that you can then title and caption. You have the ability to show off graphics that you need to show off, or videos or reels or IGTVs that you need to show off in a curated form that you can then walk someone through. If you're a business, you can use it to onboard people. You can use it to introduce them to your business. If you're teaching something, you can use it to teach them the different steps of these things. So let's just say you are a wedding service provider and you want to classify your content into one of these guides. You can show them how to start their research, then how to book you, then what steps to take once they booked you, how to prep for their wedding. You can lead them through this through a guide with already created content. You're going to go and scroll through your old feeds, and you're going to find things that work and put them into this magazine-like feature. And then you can title them, you can caption them, you can walk them through the steps, they can tap on it, see the original post. It's a great way to represent your older content. So let's say you did a really cool post a month ago, or 2 months ago, or a year ago. It's a great way to breathe new life into it because people aren't going to scroll that far back in your feed, but they will look at a guide, which, by the way, you can then send to your Instagram stories, which you can then put in your highlights so it will permanently live at the top of your page for people to check out. It's amazing, and I've got a video on how to do that, how to promote guides, how to use guides, the tutorials on that, all of that down below. But guides, incredibly helpful. And not everybody's taking advantage of it right now, so that makes you look extra fancy. You can also put this over on your website. You can embed this, friends. You can create a tutorial, a guide, steps to take, and then send the link to people or embed it on your website. So many ways that you can be doing this and leveraging this. I recommend at absolute minimum, you're creating one guide per month in your business. There's no excuse not to. It takes 5 minutes of your time. You put in maybe 3 to 10 pieces of content. Don't go overboard if you don't have to. And create a guide. Share it to your stories. Once you've created a guide, let it live in your guides. And then you can actually share it to your stories as many times as you want. So share it when you make it. You can add more content to your guide as you go. So if you, next week, if you create something that would have gone really good with your guide, you can add it in. Then, let's say it's created, and a month from now, you're going to share it again on your stories. And then maybe a month later, you're going to share it again on your stories for people who missed it or people who need a reminder, for your new followers. It's creating content that you don't have to create again. So once you create your guide, you're showing off the best of the best, and you're going to be able to use it over and over and over again as you are leveraging this inside your business. Okay, you've done all this work for Instagram. Now we need to make sure you're working smarter, not harder. So we're repurposing content here. This is really important. Once you post something to your main feed, share it to your stories. Once you post something on IGTV, share it to your main feed, share it to your stories. You can put your content inside of guides. I've got information on that down below, so make sure sure you check that out. Guides, very, very important. You can then put your guides on stories, you can put your guides on highlights, and you can actually onboard people into your business. So guides are fantastic for creating that magazine-like, curated-like version of your business that walks them through the step-by-step of working with you. And you can repurpose your content inside of Instagram in multiple locations so that you extend the reach and life of the content you're creating. But you can also put your content outside of Instagram. Yes, you can, and it's amazing. I do not, and this is very important, recommend that you are posting also on Facebook from Instagram. That can look like bot activity, it can kill your reach, but also it's not formatted for the same thing. If you've got a bunch of hashtags in your post, that doesn't fit for Facebook. So please stop cross-posting from your Instagram app to other platforms. Don't do it. You've got the content. It takes you half a second to go put it on that content platform natively, and it's going to save you so much time, effort, stress, and extend your reach. Truly, best thing you can be doing, stop cross-posting. But I also want you to be showing it off. So you're going to be taking your reels and you are going to show off links, or you're going to be taking your IGTV videos and embedding them on your website. You do have the ability to embed your Instagram feeds on your website, or your IGTVs or your reels. You can embed things on websites and blogs. You can share links, you can show things, you can drive people to your platforms, you can mention your platforms on other platforms. There's so many ways to repurpose your content, and you can kind of take them in the format you created and just twist it a little bit. So let's say you've created a really cool Instagram reel and now you want to put it on TikTok. Well, tweak it a little bit. You've got the footage. You can download it. You can do all the fun things. Take it and put it over on TikTok, but with a little bit of a spin, a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a different voiceover, or a little bit of different footage. Make it a little bit unique and put it on a new platform. It's a great way to extend the life of what you're doing without a ton of extra work. So repurpose, repurpose, repurpose. You can even show clips of things in other things. So if you're doing like a YouTube video, you can show clips from Instagram, all these fun things. So you can see it's really important to make sure that we're not only repurposing content, but we're leveraging it in really smart and strategic ways inside of the Instagram platform. Now in part 4, the final episode in our deep dive series, we're going to be taking a look at how frequently you should post, what types of content you should put out there, should you use a scheduler, all of these questions to help you grow on Instagram, and what does and does not work for the algorithm, and what could get you kicked off the platform. So make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell, because the next episode is really going to break down everything you need to know to help you move forward in a very easy and simplistic way without getting overwhelmed for creating all this content, but making sure that you get the content you need to grow on the platform. So I'll see you in the next video, and if you have questions on anything Instagram related, drop those down below. I'll make sure to get those answered for you.